Two boys, just 14 years old, ended the life of a 75-year-old grandmother, all for a bag. It happened on what seemed like an ordinary evening. The elderly woman, loved by her neighbors and family, had just finished a simple grocery run. She was walking home, carrying nothing more than her shopping in her purse. To her, it was just another day. But to two teenagers hiding nearby, it became the opportunity to commit a crime. The boys, barely teenagers, approached her with one goal: to rob her. They weren't hardened criminals. They were kids. Yet what happened next shocked the entire community. The woman resisted, holding onto her bag tightly. To her, it wasn't just about the money. It held her ID, her keys, and the little things she needed for everyday life. In that desperate moment, what should have been a quick theft spiraled into violence. The teenagers attacked. Their strength, though still young, was enough to overpower her fragile body. In seconds, the struggle ended, and the woman lay on the ground, fatally injured. By the time help arrived, it was too late. A grandmother's life was taken, over something that could never be worth her life. News spread quickly. People were horrified, not just at the crime itself, but at the ages of those responsible. How could children, barely out of middle school, commit such a brutal act? For many, it was impossible to understand. The family of the victim was devastated. She wasn't just another statistic. She was a mother, a grandmother, and a neighbor who had touched countless lives with kindness. Now, her loved ones were left with nothing but questions and heartbreak. The justice system moved swiftly. Police arrested the teenagers, and soon the debate began. Should they be tried as adults? Some argued that the crime was too severe for them to be treated as children. Others insisted they were still too young to fully understand the consequences of their actions. But to the victim's family, no sentence could ever repair what had been taken from them. And here lies the deeper issue. This tragedy is not just about two teenagers and their victim. It's about what creates children capable of such violence. It's about neighborhoods where poverty, broken homes, and lack of guidance leave young people searching for meaning in all the wrong places. It's about schools struggling to keep kids engaged, and communities where violence becomes a normal part of growing up. Every year, countless stories like this unfold. Children are being pulled into cycles of crime, often before they even reach high school. They're carrying knives, guns, or simply fists filled with anger, instead of carrying books and dreams. And while one family mourns the death of a loved one, another family now faces the reality that their children may spend the rest of their lives behind bars. The bigger picture is haunting. Grandparents, people who should be enjoying their later years in peace, are instead living in fear of becoming targets. Parents fear their children will either fall victim to crime or become perpetrators of it. And all society is left asking, who failed these kids? Was it their families? Was it the schools? Or was it the system itself, too underfunded and too uncaring to intervene before it was too late? This case isn't just about a stolen bag. It's about a stolen future, on both sides. A woman lost her life, and two boys threw away theirs before they even began. And that raises a question. How many more stories like this must happen before real change is made? Her name may not make national headlines, but her story represents thousands who are silenced every single year by senseless acts of violence. Behind every headline is a person, a family, and a community that will never be the same. The uncomfortable truth is this. We can punish children for their crimes, but until we address why children are committing them, the cycle will never end. So what do you believe? Should children who commit crimes of severe face adult punishments, or should they be given a chance at rehabilitation?